Welcome back to Trading with CJ. It has been a busy week in the market. Lots of our favourite penny stocks have been reporting their earnings and they've been smashing it across the board. Today we're going to look at another one of our favourite under the radar penny stocks. Okay, we were one of the first channels to speak about this one, IZEA Worldwide, back in about January time. Okay, it's still very much under the radar, but they just released their Q4 earnings, and we're going to look at some of the news around the upcoming Q1 as well, okay? Some big news out. If you appreciate all of these updates and finding some hidden gem penny stocks, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel. That really is appreciated. We're going to get into this one. We've covered this one numerous times. You can check out my stock analysis videos, my updates, etc. But today, this is an update video on IZEA Worldwide, ticker symbol IZEA. This is a social media influencer company, okay, and they are doing massive things. They are having more and more acquisitions. Their numbers are going up, okay. The market is moving towards this direction in terms of digital marketing. People are looking towards influencers to promote their products. They don't want to go onto radio, newspaper and stuff. The best and quickest way of getting your product out there to the market is by social media these days, and that's exactly what IZEA Worldwide is tackling. So this company is linking companies with creators or influencers and putting them together, and it's going to be doing big things. Let's look at their current stock price. At the time of recording this, they are at $3.85, okay? It's been on a bigger run. If we go back to about end of January time, we actually see this one up to $7, okay? And I predicted this one would be at $5, and it pretty much smashed that. And then we started seeing red markets, and from those highs of $7, we're currently down 45%. But I won't let that worry us. That was a very big, fast run up. Nothing has changed within the company. No bad news has come out. There is no reason for this one to be selling off in any way, shape or form. And if we look at the last month, we are pretty much flat on the last month. We're down about 3% from where we was a month ago. So lots of room to run on this one. At $3.85, we first spoke about these at $1.72. We're already seeing insane gains if you bought in when I first bought in on this one as well. But even at these prices, I'm happy to add. This is a $5 plus company in my opinion, and I can easily see this getting to the $8 mark. Okay, so let's get into their earnings, which is what we're here for. IZEA reports Q4 2020 financial results. Now this literally came out a couple of days ago, but I've done some updates on high tides, earnings, CTRM, etc. So I wanted to cover this one as well because it is one of my favorite penny stocks. So let's have a look at their Q4 compared to their Q4 2019. First off here we can see total revenue increased 10%. Not the most, but you know, it's not the revenue we were excited by. It's the service bookings, people coming to this platform, okay? These platforms take a while to make money. So for this one to be making their 6.4 million compared to 5.8, that's quite a nice little increase there for a year on the quarter. Managed services increased 17% to 5.9 compared to 5. SAS services decreased 34% to 537 to 811. We'll get into that as well, why that has decreased. They're not really focusing on that sector as much. That's why those numbers are going down. However, their cost and expenses did decrease to 7.4 compared to 8.2, which is good. They're spending out a lot less than what they was a year ago. And their net loss was 1 million compared to 2.3. So it is heading in the right direction. Not currently profitable, but we're excited about this one. Okay, big things to come. Only 1 million there in net loss, which compared to 2.3, there is over half that amount, which is absolutely insane. And the adjusted EBITDA improved to 0.5 compared to 1.3. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. We've covered all of these pretty much in previous videos. All-time record bookings for managed services, which we already know about. Hit an all-time record for count of customers licensing IZEA's SAS products. They've opened their CHEK marketplace. This is going to be epic, okay? This is where you can go on there, you can search for whatever influencer you want, you can come up to a deal with them, you can see what they're offering. This is big, okay? This is like a network. It's like a Facebook, but for influencers. You can pick and choose who you want. It's kind of like Fiverr, Upwork, those sorts of platforms here, but for influencers. And then you can see here, 1 billion pieces of content has been analyzed by Bandgraph, which is their software, which is constantly providing data, growing and growing. And they was awarded their first contract to promote a branch of the US military, which is amazing, and a big catalyst for this one going forward for sure. I want to read out some comments here from the CEO. The first quarter of 2020 marketed the return for growth of IZEA's most challenging and dynamic year in the history of our company, as obviously to be expected. Our revenue grew 10%, largely driven by a 47% year-on-year increase in the managed service bookings in Q4. The majority of those bookings were signed in the month of December, and we expect the bookings to be recognised over an average of 6 months. So what this means is in the upcoming financials, Q2 and Q3 of this year should be looking really, really good because they're going to be taking those bookings into account as well. We saw substantial improvements of more than 50% of both net income and adjusted EBITDA during the period, along with a margin improvement of just over 300 basis points. So these are really positive signs for this company. And as we expected, revenue from our SRS was challenged in the fourth quarter. This is what I said about. We're going to touch on why this was down, and you can see that's through their new pricing model. We spoke about this before, okay? They're changing their pricing. They're going in a new direction with this company. That's why that sector specifically is down. And you can see here customers reduced their marketplace spend as the pandemic hit. People want to spend less money on advertising, which is why we saw these numbers in some ways going down, but as an overall going up. Imagine if there wasn't a pandemic, these numbers will be smashing it. People want to spend more and more marketing. Going forward, I really do think these are going to absolutely kill their prices. In terms of their cash on their balance sheet, you can see a 33 million in cash and raised 34.3 million under an offering, and that was at the end of the fourth quarter. Obviously, we are a little bit in as well from then. We're making strategic investments in technology, marketing, and people to best position ourselves to be more aggressively growing in 2021 and beyond. The vast amount of opportunity in the influencer marketing industry, we intend to relentlessly pursue growth in our client-based partnerships and brand in order to capture the largest share possible in the industry we created. Now, there are some other companies doing similar things, but from what I can see, not on the public. You cannot currently publicly invest into these companies, okay? This one has the edge in that factor. It's getting its name out there. It's getting its brand out there as well, okay? It's got lots of influencers on board. I really think this company has massive growth in the next few quarters. So that was just a very quick update there on their finances, okay? What to be expected, okay? They're not currently making a profit, they're making a slight loss, but that is to be expected. The sales are going up, the bookings are going up, the EBITDA is going up, and the expenses and cost is going down. The numbers are going in the right direction. Like I say, we had a lot of acquisitions that we acquired over the last couple of months. Those numbers are going to start to come in over the next few months, which means probably not by the next quarter, but the quarter after and Q3, we're going to be seeing some very nice numbers indeed, even better than what we're seeing right here. Like I said, this is a $5 company in my opinion, at these current prices, and then $8 I reckon here by the end of the year. That would be my personal prediction. If it doesn't get it, I'm not bothered. I'm holding this one long term. They currently have a market cap of just over 200 million, okay, and I think that's a really good price. And we can see it's kind of around a good price right now, okay? It's at 385, and if we look at the last 6 months, we're really seeing highs here of 394 and lows of 356. We're kind of in the middle right here. So I think it's a good price to get in at if you're not already in. I would definitely go in small because this could drop slightly more in the coming weeks. Average in on this one, okay? I'm up on my position on this by quite a lot. I got in at 172, but I have been adding here and there. So that's just my thoughts on IZEA, a really under the radar company. Not a lot of people know about this one, and you know, it's still coming to more people's attention. Really new, only founded back in 2016, only recently IPO'd. I think this one is massive potential in the coming months and years for sure. That's my thoughts on IZEA. Let me know if you heard of this one. Are you invested into IZEA? We're going to cover a few more new penny stocks on my channel in the coming days as well, so stick around for all of that. If you appreciate these videos, please go ahead and smash a like and subscribe to my channel. That really is appreciated as well, and it helps me out. Thanks for watching, and until next time.